Center Parc Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The Red Wolves want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team. Wants to bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So Georgia State's offense will take the field for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed behind the line, it's McGee. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at
rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Offensive line has got to do a better job of communicating. They got to do a better job pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
And the Red Wolves have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. The short hands. It's Singleton. The Let's think for a second about Arkansas State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Oh, they're after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And they get the sack, but they knew it was a pass. You go nickel, you're bringing more speed on the field, more DBs. You let the pass rush eat. Everybody communicates, right? Like, you understand by formation, by tendency, they're throwing the football. Nice job by the defense understanding what the offense was trying to do.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's Stevens. The Red Wolves will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Murray. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes it on the shovel. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's sharp. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Grab near the sticks. It's Coleman. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Leaves it with the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Give to the running back. Jukes his way from home. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Red Wolves in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
With the catch, it's Singleton. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Sims. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. They get to him as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Red Wolves will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking for an early chunk play. Read option to the left. Nice move. Creates some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the 1st down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Caught in the backfield, it's Bush. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Takes it from the gun on third down. Takes a hit as he fires. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And the Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ball game.
From the gun, give on the inside.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The Red Wolves are in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Red Wolves will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
A great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bush. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Red Wolves, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Snagged in the middle. It's sharp. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Atlanta. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He fires one deep over the middle. And here comes the punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Red Wolves moving quickly to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got a man. It's Stevens. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. To the air on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And the Red Wolves with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Sims. Corralled and brought down by the defense. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Under fire. Got the back over the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. The Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Finds his man. It's Stevens. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. On target to the left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He's running free down the middle. Defense picks it up. At the 30. The 10. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by 10 over Georgia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
And the Red Wolves send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's picked off at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You got to be so careful too, Dave, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He leaves it with his back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move, it's Murray. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll try to sneak it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down in the 4th quarter. It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
The Red Wolves will hustle to the line.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. No huddle here for the offense.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
And the Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Using his legs, it's Murray.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback on the keeper. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Panthers are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. Nice move there. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. The sure hands, it's Murray. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. On target. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space, it's Murray.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. USC is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply don't see from the men of Troy. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 14 to Minnesota. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got it in the middle. It's Summers. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
The Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Caught over the middle. It's Bush. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Red Wolves really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Stevens. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Just keep slinging it. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. The snap sets up the throw.
Hold on. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stevens. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some...
Next going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Looking to throw.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. The Red Wolves come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Briggs. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. we sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.